Basics of metrology, to introduction to metrology and the needs of metrology, some of the elements of metrology, workpieces, instruments, person and environment, their effects on precision and accuracy, errors in measurements, control types of measurements. Measurement is a process of comparing inputs with predefined standards and giving the outputs. This is the measurement introduction. And metrology is a science of measurement. It deals with the science, some of the technologies. Metrology is also concerned with the industrial inspection and its various techniques. For every kind of quantity measured, there must be a unit to measure it. Some of the flowcharts in the measurements. First, we should add a standard and a measurement comparison process and research. First one, measurement. What is a measurement? A physical quantity such as length, weight, and angle to be measured. References to compare the measurement physical quantity with a known standard of deviation. Standard reference, the physical quantity or property to which quantitative comparisons are to be made, which is internationally accepted. And what are the needs for measurements? To convert physical parameters into meaningful numbers, to determine the true dimensions of it, to increase our knowledge and understanding of the world needed for ensuring public health and human safety. To test if the elements that constitute the system function as pre-designed, for evaluating the performance of the system, to ensure interchangeability with a view to promoting mass productions, to establish the validity for design and finding new data and new designs. Some of the types of metrology. The first one is industrial metrology, second one is scientific metrology, and third one is legal metrology. First, we choose industrial metrology. Industrial metrology purpose is to ensure that instruments used in a wide variety of industries are functioning properly. Second one, scientific metrology. This form of metrology deals with the organization and development of measurement standards and their maintenance. And legal metrology, concerned with the measurements that influence economic transactions. Legal metrology is a very redefined type of metrology. Some of the components to be generalized measurement systems. The first one is primary sensing element, second variable conversion element, third variable manipulation element, data processing element, data transmission system, and data presentation system. And this is the generalized measuring systems. First one is physical and primary sensing element, variable conversion and data processing element, data transmission element, variable manipulation elements, and data presentation elements, and observer. These are the generalized measuring systems that we have used in the metrology. Components of generalized measurement system. The first one is primary sensing element, second one is variable conversion element, third one is variable manipulation elements. Components of generalized element system. The fourth term is data processing element, data transmission system, and data presentation element. These are the components of measuring systems. The first one is transmission element, element conversion, manipulation element, conversion elements, physical quantity, sensing elements, presentation. Some of the standards. The first one is international standards, and second one is primary standards, and second one is secondary standards. Last one is working standards. These are the some standards we have choose that issue. International standards defined by the international agreement, periodically evaluated and checked by the absolute measurements in terms of fundamental limits of physics. Represent certain units of measurement to the closest possible accuracy attainable by the science and technology of measurements. These standards are not available to ordinary use like measurements and the calibrations. Primary standards, the main functions in the calibration and verifications of secondary standards. These are the main national standards laboratories in different countries. The primary standards are not available for the use of outside the national laboratory. The primary standards are absolute standards of high accuracy and can be used for ultimate reference. This is for secondary standards. And the last one is working standards. And some of the units, the primary units and supplementary units, derived units. These are the basic physical units. And some of the types of measurements, methods and measurements: direct comparison, indirect comparison, comparative method, coincidence method, fundamental method, contact method, and transformation method, complementary method, reflection method. Direct methods, indirect methods, comparative methods.